It is not completed.
That's what
I think we had
actually.
completed. I don't know. You finish it. Then we can start 50.
I think 14th finished yesterday, no?
Yes,
I
Prabhu.
think so. But Sridevi Mataji says it is not completed.
No, I didn't say it, Mataji. I don't know I'm saying.
Oh, still.
Okay, start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Udire Nastapradesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkriphatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandamadhavam Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Desatarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जय पताक स्वामिति नामने नम आचार्य पदाय निताय कृप पदाय गौर कथ धाम धाय नगर ग्राम तारिणे Hare Krishna, all devotees, welcome for Bhagavatam discussion. Thank you for joining. Thank you for giving a valuable time. So, we're reading Canto 2, Chapter 8, Parishit's questions, and verse 15. Thank you for joining, and we'll continue reading. Yeah, 15 seconds. Somebody
Okay,
read.
Prabhuji. It's allotted to me. I'll read
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
His Divine Grace, Bhakti Vedanta, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai,
Ki Jai.
Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 8, verse 15. भूपाताल ककुक व्योम ग्रह नक्षत्र उप्रताम सरित समुद्र द्वीपानां संभवश्चैतत् ओकसाम. Translation by His Grace. O best of Brahmanas, please also describe how the creation of globes throughout the universe, the four directions of the heavens, the sky, the planets, the stars, the mountains, the rivers, the seas, and the islands, as well as their different kinds of inhabitants, takes place. Purport: the inhabitants of different varieties of land, etc., are differently situated, and not all of them are equal in all respects. The inhabitants of the land are different from the inhabitants of water or the sky, and similarly, the inhabitants of the different planets and stars in the sky are also different from one another. By the laws of the Lord, no place is vacant, but the creatures of one particular place are different from those of other places. Even in human society, the inhabitants of jungle or deserts are different from those of cities and villages. They are so made according to different qualities of the modes of nature. Such adjustment by the laws of nature is not blind. There is a great plan behind the arrangement. Maharaja Parikshit requests the great sage Sukha Deva Goswami to explain all this authoritatively in accordance with proper understanding. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Parishit Maharaj is asking question after questions. Now he's saying, "Oh, best of Brahmana, my dear Sukadeva Goswami, please describe how the creation of the globe throughout the universe, not just this universe, the unlimited number of universes, the four directions, heaven, sky, planets, stars, mountains, rivers, seas, islands, and different kinds of inhabitants take place." So, first and foremost, we know this creation of the Lord has got a variety. That's a most important thing we can. Lot of varieties in creation, even his own incarnations, his own expansions. There's varieties. Krishna takes different incarnations. It's not every incarnation not the same. Narsimha is different, Parashurama is different, Kalki is different, Buddha is different, Matsya is different, and what is that? Kurma is different. Each one is different. He's got a lot of varieties. Similarly, his creation also different. He creates different mountains, different sky, different islands, different species. The 84 lakh species we are talking about. And not only that, within the 84 lakhs, for example, just take one human. How different. You cannot find two people exactly the same. Even the twins, they may look like same, but there is a difference. It's not everything is same. That means so much variety. To create so much variety, how much intelligence required? We find it so difficult, identify one living entity to other. But there is so much varieties. For example, even cows. Sometimes we may find two cows the same, but leave the calf. Calf knows exactly who his mother is. There is identification. So the variety is there. Proper and the purport, right? The inhabitants of different varieties of land, etc., are differently situated. Not all of them are equal in all respect. Nothing is equal. Nothing is the same. Everything is different. This is the intelligence of Krishna. This is the varieties Krishna creates. So we should understand how great is that. That's why Parishit Maharaj asking about that. He doesn't ask about Krishna's pastime here. He is asking about the Krishna's creation, so that the understand how great the Supreme Lord is. That's why Prabhupada says that the pastime of Krishna in Kurukshetra or pastime of Krishna is Vrindavan, both are same. Or maybe Kurukshetra is much better. Because people want to only Vrindavan pastime. But his Kurukshetra pastime is equally important. And more than that, this creation is much more important. Because here he has created so much varieties for us. Even look at flower. Who put that wonderful color? Who put that wonderful fragrance? And what is that combination? I mean, how is that possible? This is the intelligence of Krishna. That's why Prabhupada says, inhabitants of the land are different from the inhabitants of the water, sky. You can see the aquatics. You go to ocean, there are varieties of aquatics. Birds, varieties. Trees, plants, worms. There are varieties of living entities. Each one is different. So, by the laws of the Lord, no place is vacant, but the creatures of the one particular place are different from the other. So, if somebody says, some planet there is no living entity, that's wrong. Here, Bhagavatam says every planet, every universe has got a jiva. Whether if somebody says moon, nobody is staying there. No, moon there is living. Bhagavatam talks about moon. There are so many demigods staying there, so many sages staying there. So there are different living entities, and even the sun planet, jivas are there. In that heat, there are jivas with that body. Though under the ocean, there are in Antarctica, there are jivas. When they get bodies according to that place. So Krishna's creation is variety. Prabhupada says, even in a human society, the inhabitants of the jungles or deserts are different from those
ಬಾರಿ
who live in.
ಯಾವ್ದ್ ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಕನ್ನಡದ ಕಂದ ಓ ನನ್
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. Okay. So each one is different. That is the point. So that's why there says there is a great plan behind the arrangement. So Maharaj Parishit requesting grace says, Sukadeva Goswami, please explain this. Understand how great is that Supreme Lord. We as a readers of Bhagavatam, we should understand this so that we can appreciate how great Supreme Lord. Supreme Krishna is not an ordinary boy, ordinary person. To create such a varieties, we generally go after our name, fame, or glories, or some material benefits. Some, we call sampatti. Sampatti means the asset, the money, bank balance. These are the things I, person like me, go after, not knowing how great is the Supreme Lord. What I am, Dhruva Maharaj past time we all heard. Dhruva Maharaj wanted a kingdom bigger than his great-grandfather. But when the Lord touched his, head, he felt the whole body is purified. Then Lord asked, my dear Dhruva, what do you want? Then Dhruva says, my Lord, I was looking for a piece of broken glasses. Now I got a diamond. I don't want anything. So this is the mood. Because he was looking at the planet or the kingdom greater than his grandfather. That's the kingdom he was looking for. But that, he says, is a broken piece of glass. Now what he got? Supreme Lord himself. That is what. So sampatti, what we are looking at, the wealth we are looking at, not that the material wealth. We should look at the wealth of Krishna Bhakti. That is a real Bhakti. That's a real wealth. And no other wealth can come along with me. That is the point I need to understand. All other wealth, the material wealth, whether bank balance or my intelligence or my strength, everything I'll have to leave. Everything will go. One day, everything will vacate. But that wealth, sampatti of Krishna Bhakti will not leave me. And if I go after the sampatti, the wealth, it will come with the vipatti also. Because whenever there is wealth, there is a danger. There is anxiety. Vipatti will come. So if I go after that sampatti, my vipatti is guaranteed. It's not a one-way traffic. Sampatti, vipatti comes package. So I should go for prapatti. Prapatti means sharanagati. So I should not go after sampatti or vipatti. I should go after prapatti. Prapatti is a sharanagati. Sharanagati at the lotus feet of the Lord. That is what my focus should be there. If I surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord, whatever required sampatti will come. Whatever vipatti is supposed to come will be eliminated. Krishna will take care of that. Ananya chintayanto ma yogakshema vahamyam. He says, I'll take care of your yogakshema. Don't worry. Krishna gives a guarantee. So that is the guarantee we have. That's why without bothering, we simply surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. That lotus feet of Krishna can protect everybody. That lotus feet of Krishna can be given through by our spiritual master or our Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada, who is Abhaya Charanara Vinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Abhaya Charana. The Charana gives Abhaya for us. That's the Charana we should surrender. When we surrender that, all our problems, all our vipattis can be solved. Whatever sampatti required we'll get. And finally, we'll get the prapatti. Okay, we'll read the next one, 16.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
I am allocated.
Yeah.
Text 16. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pramanam Andakosasya Bahya Abhyantara Vedanta Mahatam Cha Anucharitam Varnashrama Vinishchaya. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ke Jai. Also, please describe the inner and outer space of the universe by specific divisions, as well as the character and activities of the great souls, and also the characteristics of different classifications of the castes and orders of social life. Purport: Maharaja Parikshit is a typical devotee of Lord Krishna, and as such he is anxious to know the complete significance of the creation of the Lord. He wants to know the inner and outer space of the universal form. It is quite fitting for the real searcher of knowledge to know all about this. Those who are of the opinion that the devotees of the Lord are satisfied with mere sentiments can find in the inquiries of Maharaja Parikshit good lessons as to know how inquisitive pure devotee is to know things in their true perfection. The modern scientist is unable to know about the inner space of the universal horizon, and what to speak of the space which covers the universe. Maharaja Parikshit is not satisfied with only material knowledge. He is inquisitive about the character and activities of the great souls, the devotees of the Lord. The glories of the Lord and the glories of his devotees combined together comprise the complete knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam. Lord Krishna showed his mother the complete universal creation within his mouth, while she completely charmed by her son, wanted to look inside the mouth of the Lord just to see how much earth the child had eaten. By the grace of the Lord, the devotees are able to see everything in the universe within the mouth of the Lord. The very idea of scientific divisions of 4 classes of human society and 4 orders of life is also inquired about herewith on the basis of individual personal quality. The 4 divisions are exactly like the 4 divisions of one's personal body. The parts and parcel of the body are non-different from the body, but by themselves they are only parts. That is the significance of the whole scientific system of 4 castes and 4 social orders. The value of such scientific divisions of human society can be ascertained only in terms of proportionate development of devotional service to the Lord. Any person employed in government service, including the president, is a part and parcel of the entire government. Everyone is a government servant, but no one is the government himself. That is the position of all living entities in the government of Supreme Lord. No one can artificially claim the supreme position of the Lord, but everyone is meant to serve the purpose of the Supreme Whole. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Prabhupada ki
Wonderful, wonderful purport. So, Parishad Maharaj is asking, also please describe the inner and outer space of the universe. So, we are talking about one small planet, the small earth, very small compared to, because we are talking about this universe is also small. There is a past time, right? Once Brahmaji went to see the Lord Krishna. So when he went, the gatekeepers stopped. Gatekeeper asked, "Who are you?" So he said, "I'm Brahma." mean, the first creator, how dare, the gatekeepers stop. Brahma was bit, concerned. But he said, okay, I am Brahma. So the gatekeepers went inside and informed Lord Krishna that one Mr. Brahma has come. So Lord Krishna asked, which Brahma? They came and asked, which Brahma are you? Then they said, okay, four-headed Brahma. So when our Brahma went inside, he in the assembly of Lord Krishna, he could see the 10-headed Brahma, 20-headed Brahma, 50-headed Brahma, 100-headed Brahma. There are different Brahmas because each universe got a different Brahma. Each Brahmanda has got a different Brahmas. So now Parishit Maharaj is asking, tell me the inner and outer the space. We are talking about one universe. Like that, there are millions of universes. So explain everything and characteristics of the different jivas, and specifically the human, the caste, the divisions is talking about that. So Prabhupada in the purport says, Maharaj is a typical devotee of Krishna. As such, he is anxious to know the complete significance of creation. So this is why, as a practicing devotees, we should more focus on Krishna's creation, not that Vrindavan pastime, Rasalila. That's all not required. This is what is important for us. If I understand this, we can appreciate Krishna and we should be able to worship Krishna that more. So he says that Parishit Maharaj wants to know the inner and outer space of the universal form. It is quite fitting to the real searcher to know about this. So Prabhupada says, the modern scientist is unable to know the inner space of the universal horizon. I mean, how much they can know? How much they can learn? Very, very limited. Yeah, many time they will send some spacecraft somewhere, get some information, some sand, some mud. That's all. But here, the Bhagavatam talks about complete information. Which planet, what is there, how is there, which jiva is there, everything is given. So Parishit Maharaj is not satisfied with only the material knowledge. He is inquisitive about the character and activities of the great souls. So Prabhupada here says, what is Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is the character pastimes of the pure devotees and the Lord combined together. So if you know the Bhagavatam, the 12 cantos, the different cantos talks about different pastime. Now the second canto mainly talks about the creation. Then third canto talks about Kapila Dev's instructions. So that is glories of Krishna and the glories of devotees. Then there's a discussion between fourth canto discussion happens. Then fifth canto, the different hells. Then the Chitraketu and Bharat Maharaj. Sixth canto talks of Bharat Maharaj and Ajamila. Then seventh canto, Prahlad Maharaj. Like that, each one, the devotee and Lord pastimes together, that is Bhagavatam. So Lord Krishna showed his mother the complete universal creation. Prabhupada says, just a small boy, he could show everything in his, when Mother Yashoda saw inside the mouth of Lord Krishna, she could see the unlimited number of universes. So that is a greatness. Here, Prabhupada says that the four caste system. Krishna himself says, Chaturvanya Maya Sista Guna Karma Bhagasha. So, this Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra is being created by me. Chaturvanya, so Varna and Ashrama both, whether Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or the Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. This all created by me, based on guna and karma, not based on their birth. Brahmana son need not be Brahmana, Vaishya son need not be Vaishya, Shudra son need not be Shudra. Depending upon his guna and karma, he can take whichever the position. So it is not based on a birth, it's based on my or the person's individual activity and nature. But somehow today that's a basis on caste systems developed and a lot of infighting happening. People are fight each other because Brahmanas, untouchables, all this happens. But there is nothing like Krishna's creation, everybody is equal. There is no differentiation, no partiality. He wants only only one service. So Prabhupada says that Lord Krishna showed his mother, that we discussed, 4 divisions. And the comparison is that our body is also like that. Like, for example, the body, each part is a part and parcel of the body. For example, my finger, it is connected with the body, it has got some value. But as soon as I cut this finger, that if I throw it, it has no value. Or, for example, my hair, because the hair is connected to the body, I do hairdressing or massaging all. But as soon as it's cut, it is untouchable. Or nails, anything, because not connected to the body, it has no value. Similarly, this four caste systems is divided based on that. For example, Brahmana is like a head because they're supposed to direct, supposed to give a right knowledge to society. And the Kshatriyas like arms, they're supposed to fight, supposed to take care, administer. The Vaishyas like a belly, who's supposed to do Krishi, Vanijja, and Gorakshana. And Shudras like a leg, their job is to serve everybody. But they all should be part of the body. If I say that, no, I will not feed my stomach, I will feed to eyes or nose or ears, that's not going to work. It has to be fed to the stomach. Stomach gives energy to the full body. Similarly, the body has to be part and parcel of the Lord. Each part has to be. Similarly, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, all should serve together as one body. Then the whole society becomes happy. Prabhupada says, no one can be artificially claim the supreme position of the Lord, but everyone is meant to serve the purpose of the Supreme Lord. Jivera Swarupa Nityara Krishna Dasa. That is the ultimate. The hand, what is the purpose of the hand? To serve the body. What my hand does? To feed or do anything. Eyes look at what is good for the body. So the whole body serves. And who is inside the body? Paramatma. Atma. So the purpose of the body is to serve the Supreme Lord for his pleasure. That is the purpose of the body. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Devotees can share comments, feedback, if any. Want to start with the, Shruti Mataji, start at the side,
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhuji. What you understood, thanks for that. Thanks, Prabhuji.
Shruti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Here,
Krishna.
Parikshit Maharaj is asking about the inhabitants of different, the Lord's creation, the inhabitants of lands and different, the inhabitants of water are different, the inhabitants of sky is different, the inhabitants of each planet like stars and sky, everything is different from one another. The same way, here Prabhupada explains that how the wonderful is the Lord's creation. That means each place is different. The inhabitants of each place is different from another place. The same way, human body also, not human body, like the same way, the human society also, the inhabitants of jungle are different from the inhabitants of the cities and villages. Like cities and villages, little polished, and jungle people, they're with less knowledge and all. Their modes, the qualities and modes of nature, they are different. The same way, Maharaja Parikshit, he requests Sukhdev Goswami to explain the each inhabitants and the outer space and inner space. And he asked about the, please explain the inner and outer space of the universe. Here also, the outer space is different from the inner space. And here, he not only he wants to know the material knowledge, but he wants to know about the spiritual, the knowledge also, the glories of the Lord and his devotees, and he's asking the complete knowledge of Srimad Bhagavatam. And here about, and one more thing is, Prabhuji, if the last paragraph, it is talking about the, the four varnashramas. The Lord has created four varnashramas, and each one has to do different, different works. And their Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Sudras, and it is compared to, Prabhupada has compared to the human body. Like if Brahmanas are the head, Kshatriyas are hands, Shudras belly, Vaishyas belly, and the lower part is Shudras. Like these Varnashrama, how it is compared like that to the human body. So everything, actually, whatever it is, everybody should do the service to the Lord. And finally, the goal is everybody should serve the Lord, and every part of the body should be utilized for the service of the Lord and be in transcendental loving service to the Lord. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class. In the previous verse, you have told like how Krishna has created many Brahmandas and many, Bhuloka, not only Bhulok, but there are so many planets wherein a lot of stars and it's very vast. So here we can see that Krishna has created 84 lakh species. When we compare with humans, once if a human is invented something, we award him or her, giving an award for inventing something. But how many awards we need to give for creating 84 lakh species? So, and you can see the vastness and the power of Sri Krishna. And if you see the flowers, a lot of flowers, whenever I see the flowers, I could see how he was able to uh, paint it so differently, and each flower is different from one. So you can see the creativity of our Lord. And but yet he can also be a charioteer, being such an inventor and having so much knowledge, capability, and all that. Still, he is so humble. For his devotees, he can become a charioteer. That's what I like about Krishna. Unlike humans, it's nowhere we can compare. So um, that is always there in my mind, that how great Krishna is. And coming to the next verse, you told about four varnashramams, and these varnashrams are created so that each one can unite and work together. Like how in a body, like even one part is not there, the effectiveness is not there. That's how we have to think, all varnas, instead of fighting, we have to unite and work. That gives an effective work. And Krishna, he himself created this. And doing so also, like if each one follows their varnashram, there is no competition involved in it. That is also advantage in doing in segregating into different varnashram. That is my takeaway. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Vidya Mataji.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಂಡದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿತ್ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಂದ ನಮಗೂ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಜನಸಾಮಾನ್ಯರು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ವಿವರಣೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಸವಿತಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತ?
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
Krishna Prabhuji. God's plan of creation is amazing. So what we should do is only surrender to the Lord Krishna. Only thing that we should do, and we should surrender to the lotus feet of Krishna, because he will protect us. That feet only protect us. Parikshit Maharaja is so inquisitive, so he wanted to know the inner and outer space of the universal form, and he wanted to know about the devotees of the Lord also. So finally, what we should do is everyone should serve the Lord. Serving is the only thing, and that is the purpose of our life. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pradeep Prabhu, want to say anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Like ಇವತ್ತು what I sort of learned a lot, but reaffirmation I picked up in our session is Sampatti, Vipatti, Prapatti, Sharanagati. I think that is a very powerful bunch of words, Prabhu. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಇರೋದೇನೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಓಡೋದು. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲಿಂದ ವಿಪತ್ತಿ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ತರ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಕೆಡಬಹುದು, ನಮ್ಮ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ಕೆಡಬಹುದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದಿದ್ರು ಸಹ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ನಮ್ ವೀಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅದು. ನಾವು ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ ಹಿಂದೆನೆ ಓಡೋದು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನುಭವ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರಪತ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಇದ್ದು ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕೆಲ್ಸ ನೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಿ, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತಾನೆ. ನೀವ್ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಅವ್ನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದ್ ಬರೋಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡಿ ಅಂತ ಸುಮಾರು ಸಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕೆಲವು ವಿಷಯಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಐ ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್. 100% ಸತ್ಯ ಪ್ರಭು. ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ನನ್ನ ಅನುಭವದಲ್ಲೂ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇವ್ರ ಜಪ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದಷ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಅದ್ ಕರ್ಮ ಅಂತಾನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು ಅದ್ ದೇವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ದೇವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು ಸಲ ನಾನು ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋರ್ಗು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯಾವತ್ತು ದೇವ್ರು ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ರು ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗ್ ಅರಿವು ಇದ್ರೆ, ನಮಗ್ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ನಿಲ್ಲೋ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ದೇವರನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಅನುಭವಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವತ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗಿದು ತುಂಬಾ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಪತ್ತಿ ಶರಣಾಗತಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಸಂಪತ್ತಿ. ದೇವ್ರು ಖಂಡಿತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇರೋದು ಕೊಟ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ದುರಾಸೆ ಪಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ ಪಡೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಬೀಳಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಬರೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದೇನು ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮಗೇನ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಬಂದ್ ಸೇರುತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ನ ಮೇನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅವೇ ಟುಡೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಕಾಂಚನ ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. All devotees have covered very beautiful points. King Parikshit acknowledged Sukdev Muni as self-realized best Brahmana who understood the absolute truth. Srimad Bhagavatam 2.8.15 explains that the universe is teeming with life. Every environment is meticulously populated by creatures specifically adapted to that setting by Lord's laws. Lord's cosmic creation is not by chance, but a grand, perfect, purposeful plan behind nature's adjustment. Living beings across different planets, stars, land, water are specifically designed as per varying qualities of modes of material nature. No place is vacant. By supreme laws of the Lord, every corner of the universe is inhabited. Life exists everywhere, though it takes vastly different forms depending upon location. Parikshit Maharaj's questions demonstrate how a pure devotee inquires. His desire is not to ask questions out of curiosity, but to understand the wonderful potencies of the Lord. Then text 2.8.16 explains that true spiritual knowledge goes beyond all material pursuits. Focus is made only on glories of Supreme Lord and his devotees. Maharaj proved that spiritually awakened person is never satisfied with material knowledge. Complete knowledge requires understanding nature and activities of the Lord, his great pure devotees. Devotees and Lord is Bhagavatam. The ancient divisions of human society, Varnas, Ashramas, are not arbitrary, simply, but they are scientific, tailored to individual qualities and propensities. We are parts of the whole. like the limbs of the personal body for social divisions function. Just as hands and legs are meant to serve the entire body, every human being is an eternal servant of the Supreme Lord, working in harmony with divine whole. The value of any social systems or human endeavor can only be accurately measured by how effectively it helps an individual to develop bhakti, devotional service to the Lord. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the class.
Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and our pranams.
Yeah.
Almost all points have been covered. Sky, planets, the stars, everything is being asked by Parikshit Maharaj about its creation. Different avatars are completely different. In case of twin children, there are differences. Different planets are different living beings. And the Supreme Lord is great in his own way. For example, the flower, aquatics, trees, birds, each one is unique and different in its features and colors. In every planet, according to the nature, living beings are different. I go behind Sampati. Durva told, I have been searching for a piece of glass, but I have received the jewel, and wealth of Krishna Bhakti is actually required, and I must aspire for the same. Wealth is a drawback and setback in devotion. Surrender to lotus feet of Krishna. All problems are taken care of, and inner and outer source of the universe, even Brahma is stopped, inquired of his identity, because each Brahmanda, there are different Brahmas. Complete details of creation of Supreme Lord, one must one must be anxious and try to understand. Srimad Bhagavatam is glories of Lord and devotees combined together. Four Varna ashramas and four Varna and ashramas are created by Supreme Lord based on individual activity and character, guna and karma. My limb and organs are part and parcel of my body, performs activities. Similarly, the society comprising different members must work in complete coordination. That much I understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the
Thank you, Prabhuji. Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Everyone has covered, but my takeaway, material wealth is nothing when compared with wealth of bhakti, that is Krishna bhakti. And I should surrender on the lotus feet of the Supreme. This is my takeaway, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you for the class.
Thank you all for joining. We'll end here. Vancha kalpatarabhasya kripasindhabhyacha patitanapam Vaishnavibhyo namah antakoti Vaishnavvrinda ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. See you tomorrow, same time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Kindly
Prabhuji,
invite
thank you.
others
Krishna
also.
Prabhu.
Those are not.
Namaste, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Those who are not coming regularly, please invite them.